Hello everyone, I am Dr. Priyanka and I am working as a consultant in Garbhagudi Electronic City, and today we will be discussing about unexplained infertility. So very often we are curious to know what is exactly unexplained infertility, and to identify unexplained infertility, at least 3-4 tests, basic fertility evaluation should have been done, which should have been normal. First and foremost, there should have been a documented ovulation either with a LH kit or on scan or with a serum progesterone level which was normal. Second, a tubal evaluation must have been completed, which would show that either one or both of the tubes are patent. Third one being evaluation of the uterus. So if you have a scan which shows that the uterus was normal, then again we need to think of unexplained infertility. And fourth one being a normal semen analysis, a grossly normal semen analysis and still having difficulty in conceiving, that could be unexplained infertility. So the question arises now, is there any chance of pregnancy? We don't know what exactly is the cause. So the good news is there is a good chance of pregnancy if you come to a fertility specialist, get yourself evaluated correctly, and then there are various modalities which are available for treatment, which your doctor will be able to assess based on what all problems they come across. So to identify what are the problems, what further tests which we could do in unexplained infertility are, first and foremost, we check for the ovulation ourselves. So we would do a scan and see whether there is a documented ovulation or not. If your tubes have not been evaluated correctly, then a tubal evaluation is recommended. So for such instances, laparoscopy would give us more information than an HSG, because sometimes there may be an underlying condition called endometriosis, which will be difficult to identify by any of the tests. So endometriosis can be diagnosed by laparoscopy only. So again, laparoscopy will help us in analyzing the tube. And the other thing which we should keep in mind is that just having a patent tube will not ensure that the sperm will reach the egg and the fertilization will happen. It should be also functioning normally. So in addition to it being patent, the tubal function is also important. So again, we get to know about overall the general health of the tube better in a laparoscopy. So your doctor might recommend you a laparoscopy. Then the third problem could be with the sperm. Sperm analysis overall is normal, but still having difficulty, we need to analyze the sperm quality. So there is a test called as DFI, which is DNA fragmentation index. So some men, due to certain factors, it may be stress related, there may be diabetes, or due to alcohol or tobacco intake, the sperm quality might have been affected. So this DFI helps us to assess the sperm quality. So we are actually assessing the amount of DNA breaks in the sperm. So if there are a lot of breakages in the DNA of the sperm, then such a sperm, when it fertilizes the egg and the embryo is created, the embryo will not be strong enough to sustain the pregnancy. So the chances of miscarriage become relatively higher if the DFI is high, or even early pregnancy losses, like you might have missed a period and by the time you do a pregnancy test, the period might have got delayed by 4-5 days. The test may come initially positive and then the period starts. So such instances can also happen if the sperm quality is poor, and sometimes there may be issues with the endometrial lining also. So if the lining is not adequately thick, or it is not adequately ready at the time of the ovulation, so then again pregnancy can be difficult, though there may be a documented ovulation with a normal sperm analysis. So these are the various tests which are carried out and probable causes of what unexplained infertility could be. So in majority of the instances, the effective treatment modalities would be either going through an IUI, which is intrauterine insemination of the semen, or the other option is going through IVF or ICSI procedure. So IUI, who would we recommend in unexplained infertility, is when you are less than 30 years, tubes are normal, either one or both tubes are patent, your ovarian reserve is good, you've been married for a short duration, around 2 to 3 years, and still having difficulty in conceiving. IUI is a very good treatment option for you. So in such cases, we give drugs like letrozole or clomiphene. Sometimes even some injections are given for the egg to grow. And once the egg release happens and it is confirmed on scan, the husband's semen, which is prepared and processed well, is inserted into the uterus around the ovulation time. So with that, the pregnancy chances are good rather than trying it over and over again naturally. We come across couples who have like tried 15-20 cycles of ovulation induction, means they've been taking tablets, egg release is happening, they are having contact or intercourse around the correct time, but still pregnancy doesn't happen. So it's not a good idea to go on trying the same things again and again. If you've been doing that, then better consult your fertility specialist, get your evaluation done, and you can proceed for IUI in such instances. And now the question is, whom do we recommend IVF ICSI? So if you are above 30 or 35 years of age, your egg reserve is not good, there are problems with the sperm, the morphology is not good, or the DFI is high, in such cases IVF treatment would work very well. So when you come across these issues, consult your fertility specialist, go through evaluation, have a detailed discussion, understand your problem, and then I'm sure with good amount of evaluation and good workup and good treatment, you will be able to achieve a pregnancy. Thank you.